Hello and welcome back to Aston Villa Fan Club. We're on episode 6 of the FC 25 career mode. After a horrible winter, we somehow find ourselves lucky enough to still be in the top 6 and sitting undefeated in the Europa League, just 4 points off the top 2 and only 5 points off top. So a good last couple of games in that should get us into the top 8, and hopefully some improved form in the Premier League should get us into the top 4. First objective of the episode, though, of course, is to renew some contracts. We don't want these players walking away on free transfers. We negotiate for Silswinkles there. We're going to go for Lino Sousa as well. We don't want to pay him too much, obviously, but Travis Patterson as well, getting tied down to a new deal. They will all be hopefully going out on loan in the near future. But Tyrone Mings, unfortunately, we cannot renew his contract as he has decided to retire at the end of the season. And hopefully he'll be doing so with a golden medal for the FA Cup or the Europa League in his back pocket. We're also going to give new deals to Jacob Ramsey, Yuri Tielemans, Boubacar Kamara, and of course skipper John McGinn. And after not being too impressed by his performances, I am going to look to cash in on Enzo Badenashea and find him a replacement this window. We are of course looking to sell these players as we're not in the top 8 of the Europa League. As I said, without sales we won't be able to spend in January unless we're in the top 8. And I know the league stage hasn't finished yet. It will finish before deadline day, so maybe we'll splash some cash on deadline day. But until then, for PSR reasons, I don't want to spend any money that we don't have. So if we don't get the prize money for finishing in the top 8 of the Europa League, which would be very disappointing to be fully honest, there'll be no signings that aren't facilitated by player sales. I know we said we needed some player sales, but who do these two think they are? They can piss right off. But the first game is an absolutely huge one, away at Anfield. We haven't got a very good record here as of late. We need to go there and hopefully get a big 3 points to get our season back on track heading into 2026. Caused a couple of issues so far, Darwin Nunez. He's having one of his good games and he finds Salah. Salah's in. What a save from Chevalier. Aggressive from Torres and Kamara, but Salah gets away. Nunez. Konza gets across but can't stop him. Nunez, what a save again from Chevalier. Szoboszlai out to Chiesa, and that will be it for the first half. We were absolutely pummeled by Liverpool there. Tried to play on the break. A bit of a kick and run from us, but I mean, they controlled the game really. I don't know how we had more possession to be honest, but look at those shots. We put in a good few tackles as well. Chevalier with 2 good saves. We need to be a lot better in the second half. Nunez finds Chiesa. Chiesa! Oh, what a save from Chevalier. Oh my word. Salah back to Bradley. Martson does well. Tielemans can't get it under control. Nunez! 1-0. That's come from Tielemans, that has. I tried to pass it with him and he just didn't get it under control. It's a good run. It's a good finish from Darwin Nunez. Lovely stuff from the Uruguayan forward. And we're going to make changes just the same as Liverpool now. Marcus Rashford is going to have to come into the fray. Amadou Onana can come on because we're going to go a bit more attacking on the wings with Jacob Ramsey coming on. I've one last break here. Martson to Rodgers. Rodgers, he's going to look for Rashford. Rashford fresh off the bench, he's in behind. Marcus Rashford, can he finish this? Can we grab the 1 point? And he just took too long to get the shot away. Oh man. Liverpool deserved to win that, but the manner we conceded and then that at the end, I pressed it so much earlier, man. Rashford just couldn't get the shot away quick enough. That's upsetting. And we have found a move for Enzo Badenashea, the Argentine midfielder, after failing to impress, to be fully honest, at Aston Villa. Has found a new club. He will be moving to Newcastle United for £20 million. It's a big switch up in the 11 as we start our FA Cup journey. I'm hoping we can win, but this season isn't the priority. The Europa League and the Premier League are. But hopefully we can progress and it will start to become even more of a priority for us. Obviously Kamara will be starting as there is no Enzo Badenashea anymore. We are working on a replacement for him. So can we progress in the FA Cup? We can. Travis Patterson scoring his first goal for Villa. Daniel Marlin getting on the score sheet as well, but Christian Mosquera getting sent off in the 10th minute. Thankfully, it didn't affect our performance, but Christian Mosquera will be serving a suspension. And we will be playing Mansfield at home in the 4th round. That's a big opportunity. And in terms of big names, Arsenal went out, as did Spurs, and West Ham and Brentford as well, to Bristol Rovers and Gillingham respectively. Manchester United went out. Newcastle unfortunately progressed, beating Luton 3-2. That was so close, unlucky Luton. And Liverpool went out to Sunderland. That is a big one. But it's yet another huge game in the Premier League. After our deserved 1-0 loss to Liverpool at Anfield, we come up against Newcastle at home. Of course, we won 1-0 in the reverse fixture, deservedly so as well, with a last-minute Marcus Rashford dagger to Newcastle Hearts. Hopefully, we can come up with a similar result at home, where our record against Newcastle is actually quite good as well. Martinez does well and finds Daniel Marlon. To Tielemans to Grealish, Rashford, hooks it back to Grealish, header Rashford! Great save. Good move from Villa. Tonali to Lewis Miley. Here's Lewis Hall. Back to Miley. Good young player, Lewis Miley, very much like that lad. Miley chips it into Joe Willock. Oh, good movement from Miley to Ram. Good block. Miley again. Great save from Chevalier. Both teams throwing a couple punches at the first 15 minutes. Grealish and Marlon just playing 1-2s here. Just looking for some space. Grealish to Rashford. Back to Grealish. Can Grealish find Tielemans at the back post? Miley to Gordon. Gordon's ball. That's nice. To Ram. Ooh. Gordon with a good turn and a good save from Chevalier again. Martin with a lovely quick pass to Morgan Rogers. Newcastle's defensive line is so rigid, but Grealish can find Rashford. Rashford, back to Grealish. Grealish knocks it through for Rashford! 1-0. 76 minutes gone. And the deadlock is finally broken. What a finish that is. It's a lovely move. Grealish did so well. It's a good run from Rashford. Livremento just watched him go though. And Rashford just plants it in the bottom corner. Pope moved too far across. He didn't have to get it right in the corner. Just get it across him, on target, hard and low. That's a good finish from Marcus Rashford. Now the subs come just to freshen up. Jacob Ramsey, John McGinn, Amadou Onana, Cardona and Andres Garcia all come into the fray, placing Rogers, Marlon, Kamara, Martin and Arnold Martinez for options, and he's got Murphy, he finds Isak, and that's a brilliant save from Chevalier. Isak's first involvement in the game with 5 minutes to go. Gordon, poor header, and that is a brilliant win for Villa. Villa do the double over Newcastle for the first time in yonks. I genuinely don't know the last time we did the double over Newcastle. 2 1-0 wins, 2 Marcus Rashford goals, and 6 points taken off the tune. That is a huge win for the Villa. And Lino Sousa is the next man out the door. He completes a loan move with an option to buy to Stade Bucharest. At this stage of the season, every single game is huge. We need to get into that top 4. There's only 17 games left. We're past the halfway point and we need to secure our top 4 spot. And an away win at Fulham would very much help with that. And we do get it. Marcus Rashford again. He's getting right back into form as he comes off the bench for Jacob Ramsey and scores just 7 minutes later. And Sil Swinkles also completes a loan move away. He will be going to Kasim Pasa for 2 years, also with an option to buy. Yet another massive game here as we travel away to fascist country Ferencváros as we look to cement ourselves in the top 8 of the Europa League. Saldania cuts it back. Good block from Amadou Onana. And it's a good save from Chevalier as well. Martinez, and that is half time. A really boring first half. Most of the stuff was played in the middle third of the pitch. Ferencváros is very hard to break down. As you can see there, we've not even had a shot in the first half, which is a bit of a shame, but hopefully we can come out fit and firing in the second half. Grealish can hit one, but it's over the bar. Sappheiros into Romans. Kahinda. Saldania. Good save. Rashford has replaced John McGinn here, and we've gone for a little bit of a formation change. Konsa. Grealish. Rodgers to Rashford. Rashford. Lovely stuff. Rashford! Oh my word, what a goal. Marcus Rashford rescues 3 points for Aston Villa, and his unbelievable season in claret and blue continues. What a goal. Right in front of the Villa faithful. Last minute away in Hungary. What a finish from Marcus Rashford. Look at that. Roof of the net. He was taking absolutely no prisoners when he got his first chance since coming off the bench. What a goal from Marcus Rashford. And that, if I'm not mistaken, will be the last kick of the game. Marcus Rashford yet again for Aston Villa. Next up is a big game against 4th place Arsenal, who, if we beat at home, we do leapfrog into the top 4. Our home record against Arsenal as of late isn't very good. We've only won 1 of the last 4. But with former Arsenal boy Daniel Marlon up top, hopefully we can cause the Gunners some issues. Marlon to Grealish. Grealish, good turn. Jack Grealish! How has he missed that? How has Jack Grealish put that one wide? Oh, no. He's got to score there. Grealish finds Jacob Ramsey. Ramsey to Marlon. Back to Ramsey. Ramsey to Marlon. Marlon to Grealish. Grealish. Can he miss the... He won't miss this chance. I don't know what I was about to say, but he's not going to miss that one after he missed the first one. Jack Grealish. Oh, it's going to get me every time. I'm not changing it. But Jack Grealish with a cool, calm and composed finish. Dribbles wearing Calafiori brilliantly. Good work from Ramsey and Marlon. And then he can just pass it into the bottom corner as David Raya comes out. Jack Grealish scores, and it's 1-0 Aston Villa. To Erdegaard, Partey, Saka, Havertz, good save from Chevalier. And we're not taking any more chances here. Jacob Ramsey and Boubacar Kamara are both coming off the pitch, and Marcus Rashford is also going to come on for Daniel Marlon up top. Martinez dives in and Erdegaard's past him. Mosquera. Oh my word, Dybala has missed a golden chance in the last couple of minutes. You've got to think this is going to be Arsenal's last chance. They're not even going to get the chance. Villa win 1-0 like they did in the lockdown season. Jack Grealish's goal is what separates Unai Emery and Mikel Arteta's sides as Villa leapfrog Arsenal in the table. This is, of course, the biggest game of the Europa League so far. We need to win and hope other results go our way. Can we take our own 3 points? We can! Yuri Tielemans and John McGinn come back from 1 goal down to get us into the top 8, hopefully. We need 2 other results to go our way, and that is all. Anderlecht lost, I can see, so we need just 1 more result. Did we finish in the Europa League top 8? We did! We finished 6th in the Europa League group stage. That is absolutely brilliant. We leapfrogged Man City, who I think drew, which is one of the results I said we needed. They did. They drew to Ferencváros, who we beat last time out. And Anderlecht, of course, lost to Braga, and that was all we needed. Sociedad even lost as well. We leapfrogged Sociedad, Man City, Anderlecht. I don't even know who else, if I'm fully honest. I'm just so happy to be in the Europa League top 8. And now, with that prize money, we can get into some signings. So after looking at our 2 squads, I can see the most in need positions are both either a winger or a striker, with Daniel Marlon being able to cover both, Garcia going back to right back, and another centre midfielder. And I will say this doesn't have to be a right winger, it could just be an out-and-out winger. I think since Bailey's gone, we haven't really bought an out-and-out winger. So if we can get one of those, that'd be great. I've got a few on the list. Jacob Ramsey could either go onto the right as well. He's played there for Unai multiple times. Asensio could go out on the right and Ramsey in the middle. So we do have our options there. And the next signing to replace Enzo Berenashea is the player he came in for. As I showed with Jack Grealish, I'm a sentimental lad. After 18 months of hell in Turin, going out there and flopping, not playing up to his potential, we have re-signed our former player of the year, Douglas Luiz. He rejoins Aston Villa for £31.6 million and ends his awful stint at Juventus by rejoining Unai's army. And we have our winger target, the player who, since being linked to us, has split opinion amongst the Villa fan base, but he's a player who I think is really, really special, and under Unai's tutelage will become one of the best wingers in the Premier League. Our new out-and-out winger signing as our second signing from Manchester United, Alejandro Garnacho. We've rescued him for just £26 million, and he will be an unbelievable addition to our side. Just you watch. Alejandro Garnacho will take the vacant number 11, while Sergi Cardona takes the vacant number 3 and Douglas Luiz reclaims his old number 6. And Kostas Nedeljkovic finally completes a move away to FC Lorient for £4.8 million. He will have a 10% sell-on clause as well. And the end of the transfer window comes with the end of the episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And as always, up the